Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and the following video is going to be of me playing in some incredibly soft games of poker in various PPP poker clubs. I work as an affiliate with an incredibly well-connected, long-standing agent, and the reason for my doing that is A, to have a profitable affiliate business for myself, but B, and this bit is important because if I don't do this my business doesn't work, is to help you guys get into the very best games that can be found in all of the app clubs, whether it's PPP Poker, UPoker, Poker Bros, etc. All these clubs are unregulated, so they do carry a greater degree of risk, but this is more than mitigated by the ridiculous game quality that can be found very easily in these clubs if you just take even the slightest bit of time to game select properly. As you'll see in the video that's going to follow this short intro, whether I win or lose, the games truly are amazing. There's loose passive players galore, and the occasional maniac pops up just to make things more interesting and more high variance. But yeah, overall you'll see, just look at the stats in the video. Even if you don't watch the whole thing, just pause the video, look at the stats at all the tables, and sure you agree the games do look amazing and they do play amazing too. If you're a winning, break even, or even a small losing player on a mainstream site, it's very unlikely you'll be a losing player on these sites. I mean, if you're a winning player on somewhere like PokerSites or Party Poker, you'll crush these sites. If you're breaking even, you'll win nicely. If you're a losing player, then maybe you'll become break even or better. It's so many players have come to me and been losing players and are now like decent winning players, pulling money off poker regularly for the first time in their entire poker career, if you will. So yeah, even if you are a consistent losing player, the rate at which you will lose in these clubs, if you do lose at all, will be significantly slower than the rate you lose at on the mainstream sites where there's lots more like very good players kicking around. And therefore that'll like give you more game time per dollar spent than you would get playing on, say, 25 and Zoom or something, where you could put $50 on, lose it in half an hour. You put $50 on one of these clubs and it's very likely you could stretch it out for a long time and probably even spin it up a decent number with like a decent frequency. So yeah, after watching the video, why not just take a couple of minutes to get in touch with me? All my contact methods are like listed beneath the video, and just give yourself a chance to take a look at the games, put yourself in a position to maybe become a winning player or slightly less of a losing player, and just enjoy your poker experience a lot more. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, you know how to get in touch with me if you, after watching the video, you would like to talk to me some more about getting involved in these games. Enjoy the video, everybody. So here we are again with the third and final video from this session. This is the first video. If you're only watching this video and you haven't watched the previous two sessions, I would probably suggest you go back and watch the first two first. Watch them in order. Can't remember what number this one is, but this is the third video of this session. So if you go back 2 videos, you'll find the first video from this session, and then watch them all in order. While we were off between videos, we managed to double this guy up. We raised ace king, he called, we flopped a king on king whatever 2 spades, and he just like called down and then hit a backdoor flush with jack 2 off, so we doubled him up, not to this stack size. I think he did 12 and doubled him to 24, and he's won a little bit more since, and nothing else really happened. We got aces here and didn't win much. Sorry, or was it here? Did we get aces here and didn't win much? Can't remember, but we haven't missed much anyway. If you've been watching all 3 videos, you haven't missed anything significant. lead here, I think, with our gut shot backdoor flush draw in the limped pot. Lots of good turns for us. Sixes, tens, blue ones. Queen doesn't change much in terms of improving our outs, but maybe it gets us some more fold equity. This could be a bit ambitious, this bluff. This bluff could be ambitious. And I think, given he's called twice, we're just going to shut down. Doesn't feel like a good spot to fire the third clip here, to fire the third barrel. Yeah, I don't think I'm in love with the second barrel that I fired there. I think if we fire the second barrel, we probably shouldn't be basically not firing the third. Try and like make him fold some draws that I've missed. Yeah. Not in love with how I played that Jack 9 of diamonds hand, but yeah, no one's perfect. So not much going on at the tables at the moment, which is unfortunate because it does leave us with some dead air, but I'm sure you will all understand there's no limit hold'em plays it quite often. There's not much happening and you just have to get on with it. Calling Tassie's isolation raise here of the super loose player. Sadly we get a flop that does not cooperate. So we are going to be the person least likely to win this pot. I think when Tassie doesn't bet, he's giving up. Why would he? Why? I don't know. Why? Why do I want to call? I mean, I can't call because he shouldn't be bluffing very often with this particular player in the pot. But I don't understand why he checks the flop. If he's got a good, strong value hand against this guy, why would he check the flop? I think Tassie's maybe got away, unless he thought I was going to stab pretty wide and maybe try and get cute with me. Doesn't make sense though. I mean, when you're in a pot with this guy, if you've got a strong value hand, it doesn't make any sense to check flops, especially on pretty coordinated boards. So I suspect Tassie was maybe bluffing there, but I wasn't willing to do anything about it, I guess. I guess I just wasn't prepared to do anything about it. We have a straddle from a 42-6, which is nice. We'd like to see a few little calls going in and open up the door to us to put a nice profitable squeeze in. I think we just have to 3-bet here and then just call it off versus that stack depth if he jams. Wouldn't it be lovely to flop a set in this middle table? Looks like we're going to be going multi-way. It'd be delightful to flop a set. Bam, we didn't. We did not flop a set. And now we may have the best hand, but we are almost certainly not going to realise our equity. So much of a big part of me wants to just like rip this here, but he's very loose and bad, and he just potted it in a multi-way pot. Doesn't feel like it's a spot where you want to be. I didn't notice what he showed there. Is he going to show up in the replay? Jack, good. Pat myself on the back for ignoring my base instincts there. Wish we were in this pot now. Top pair's probably the nuts against this dude. He did 4x it pre though versus some limps, so who knows. At the moment, with just about 18 minutes to go in the session, we are in profit at all 4 of our tables, which is not something that happens too often, is it? You know, you have 4 tables. I mean, you can have 4 tables and have a winning session, but to have 4 tables and to be in profit at them all, and it's fair to say it's locked up at these 2. This one's not so locked up, and the other table's only got like a less than 20 big blind profits, so I guess we're still vulnerable to not pulling off the quadfecta. It would be nice if we could. Fold the king queen, get the jack queen in against the king 5, which if you could have given me 20 guesses at his hand, and king 5 wouldn't have come close to it. And sadly he gets there. Disappointing. But on the positive side, this player is an idiot, so we can't complain too much. And we ran pretty pure, so cannot complain. Funny thing, perspective, isn't it? You know, if we lost, I don't know, like $15 off video, $14 off video to this guy, and then we just like lost a $30 pot there to this guy. If that was happened at the start of a session, or in a session when I was already down like 100 or something, I'd be like, fucking hell, and you'd be a little bit cross, even though they were relatively small pots and pretty trivial. But when you're up, you know, a few stacks and what have you, It's like, oh yeah, whatever, cool. That sort of shit can happen. But we all know deep down that like cash poker session, just one long session. You know, your week, your month, your year is all just part of one long session. But like, how our reaction to certain events changes based on recent history. Even though we know we shouldn't, we all react that way. It's yeah, funny thing, the mind. Obviously squeezing the two kings up. Didn't notice this new guy had slid into our orbit. Jam it. Okay, don't jam it then. So we have two players in the pot. We have an SPR of like less than 2. We have a guy that's just gone all in. I guess we just call and then call again if this guy's trapping us, don't we? No reason to raise, I don't suppose. Oh, I didn't know this dude was in as well. Fucking sweet Jesus, how many people want to be in this pot? Oh, boo, we're behind to everybody. Behind to everyone. That's not nice. Puts the profit at every table in severe jeopardy too. Must be nice to just call the squeeze with your pocket 8, flop a set and get max value. Must be nice. Congratulations. That will probably definitely be the end of this guy this time. I think he reloaded case money last time, don't we? So unless he's going to pull some more from somewhere. And sadly he doesn't. Still a good table though. Queen Jack multi-way, 6, 10, 10. That's the appropriate response to that flop in a multi-way pot. But I was going to ask, do we stab here in a multi-way pot? Now he's bet. We just bow out gracefully. Doesn't bet the river. Ace king. Wow, wow, wow. Did not expect to see the ace king there. briefly thought about 3-betting the king 6. Then I saw 39/5 with a 20% vote to 3-bet and instantly thought better of it. Tassie there trying to trap his old mate with his trip kit. Man, no, he's not trying to trap, is he? Stop talking bollocks, Reg. Stop talking total utter bollocks. Although, trying to steal my blind with the king 2 offsuit, bit disrespectful. Although I don't blame you, because I'm a fucking nit. With the big ISO here, the big blind with the ace king versus 2 very loose players, limps. One of the least fun situations you find yourself in when one or both call and then you just routinely miss the flop 70% of the time. Like this one. And then, right, now what? Now what do we do? I mean, I guess we stab, because we did make a pretty big raise pre. So, I guess we can continue repping the aces and the kings and stuff, but it's never a nice spot to find yourself in. It happens a lot in these clubs too. It's a situation I haven't really got a reasonable default line for yet. Like, you know, you make a big raise out of the blinds with like 2 broadways, and then you get these types of flops. It just feels like I'm forced to play too passively too often in these situations. Oh, our friend's back. I mean, obviously we're not doing anything but call here, but 3-7. 3-7. Okay then. So many ways that dude could have won that pot, and he decided to choose one of the only ways where he doesn't win it. Easy c-bet with the ace king. I think we have an easy check back with the 2 10s. I was going to go 2 streets of value. Right, so last time he bluffed and he bet small. This time he snap almost potted it, and we're just going to let him take the pot. Again, not a line you could take against a regular too often, because you would become very exploitable very quickly. But against bad players, where I'm not worried about being exploited anywhere near as much. Especially against players who probably don't make too many like aggressive mistakes. The mistakes these guys make are by like playing weak ranges too passively too often and not getting away. They probably make aggressive mistakes from time to time. I'm not saying these guys never bluff or they never choose bad spots to bluff in, but by and large the types of mistakes they're making wouldn't be snap leading out for pot on King Queen X and, you know, forcing me to overfold. Don't think that's the type of mistake they're making in terms of like giving the money away. They give the money away in different ways to that. Nothing much doing here with the 8-9 suited, which is disappointing because you see these types of holdings and you think, oh, nice, pretty, let's swap something. And then we end up just a pretty miserable looking backdoor. And someone taking way too long to do anything. Seven, 4. He was a non-believer. I'm going to be disappointed with the second half of this session. We haven't found many hands, we haven't found many good spots. But that's poker, as the saying goes. Still been a good session overall, definitely made some money. Disappointing to see the 77-11 slide the limp fold in there, but never mind. Flop a set, let's end with a flourish. Okay, don't flop a set. Let's end in the way the session's tapered out. Oh, jacks. Might be a way to end the video. Because we'll be standing up at all our tables, the next big blind. So this is the last hand at this table. Played our last hand at the table off camera. Really easy call against Tassi here, squeezing against this guy. And flopping a boat, that'll please him. Oh, finishing with a lot of strong looking hands. Stand up and c-bet. Not happy with my sizing, but I was panicking. Get a turn that we're not going to barrel. And get a disappointing river. And a trivial fold. standing up at this table now too, because we're done. And standing up at this table. So that is the end of the action. Have we done all the tables? This table we get out of my way. 113 plus 126. That's 1239. This table I think we lost a little bit. That's a. It's not even $10, is it? Is it? No. I think $12. Sorry, $12 loss at that table. And at the table off camera, we won 12.50 chips. So that's nothing. That's like looking 3 cents or something. So overall, plus $200 session, albeit mostly Aussie dollars. So probably like a plus 180 or so, 150, 160 maybe in US. Really pleased with that session. Hope you guys have enjoyed seeing me playing some higher stakes. We're not always going to be doing higher stakes videos. Sometimes I'll be doing some spammy videos at the lower stakes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed a bit of a switch up, some higher stakes. Especially enjoyed making it. Take care everybody. Stay safe and bye bye for now.